All right, welcome back to Flashback Friday podcast with the one and only owner of the Made and Compton Store. Bone, how are you today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good, good. I see. Yes, indeed. Those are what the new T-shirts are going to look like.
Oh man, I can't wait to get them. We
That
already got
part,
people waiting on them.
for real. I'm telling you, man. You talking about being in a queue? Absolutely. So, just knowing that sometimes that's like us at the store, we already have certain designs in the queue. But check this out. I have information about the street of Rosecrans.
Okay.
All right. So just going here to let you know that every street has a story and every name carries a legacy. This week on Flashback Friday, we're taking a closer look at the history behind the name Rosecrans. Bone. Where did it come from? Who was it named after? How did it become one of Southern California's most recognizable streets, connecting communities and generations? Do you have a gist?
Uh, I believe it was a general that was in the Civil War, and he had moved to California and bought some land, and started out as farmland, and then it just expanded and it
Mhm.
stretched all the way from Manhattan Beach to La Mirada.
Nice. Well, let me get the specifics. That's good because I did. I just want to make sure you don't leave out any details. Very good. Join us as we explore the historical roots of Rosecrans, its connection to the region, and why understanding local history matters. Whether you're driven, well, matter of fact, Bone, what do you think about, because you have the other streets there, Alondra, and you have Compton Boulevard as well, and actually have a Compton Boulevard hoodies. Now, when you made those T-shirts, and during that time, based on the fact about what you know about Alondra, you want to share about that while I get more information right here?
Yeah, Alondra used to be called Olive Street, and then they changed the name. I think it was in the 1920s to
Mhm.
Alondra Boulevard, and it's been Alondra ever since. But Alondra is a short street. I mean, it don't go too far. It just go from Gardena to like little past Lakewood, Bellflower.
Hmm. Gotcha. All right, so here we have more information. Whether you've driven down Rosecrans thousands of times, or you're just discovering its significance, this episode offers a deeper appreciation for a name that has become part of everyday life. As we honor the history, we'll also give listeners an exclusive preview of the new Made in Compton Store Rosecrans T-shirts, as we did. I thought because we've been talking about it, we've been waiting on the T-shirt, so I just put it on there on the onset of the show. So just knowing that, yes, indeed, legacy is instrumental. It was one of the most iconic streets as well. So history isn't just something you read about; it's something you can wear. All right. So if this is your first time tuning in into Flashback Friday, sometimes we do throwback videos and we talk about certain activities, events, and if it was a football game or it was an alumni event and so forth. But today we are talking about the name Rosecrans and where it came from. All right. So have you ever driven down Rosecrans Avenue and wonder where the name actually came from?
Absolutely.
All these streets, absolutely. And we had a shirt straight out of Compton. Ooh, that's a lot of streets, but maybe we can start going, getting some history about all of them as well. But just know that this takes us back more than 150 years.
Wow.
That part. And yes, you was talking about he was a Union, his name Major General William Stark Rosecrans, the actual name. Major General William Stark Rosecrans. He's a Union Army general during the American Civil War. And so after the war, General Rosecrans came to Southern California, and in 1869. Now, when you think 1869, what's the first thing you relate to in the store, Bone?
1888.
Absolutely. And what happened in 1888? If this is somebody's first time listening.
That's the year Compton was incorporated.
That's right. Absolutely. So just know that in 1869, he purchased approximately, he meaning General Rosecrans, he purchased approximately 13,000 acres of land in what is now the South Bay area. As the region developed, the roadway that crossed his property eventually became known as Rosecrans Avenue. So today, Rosecrans stretches for nearly 28 miles, connecting communities from, like you said, Manhattan Beach through Gardena, Compton, Paramount, Bellflower, Norwalk, and actually La Mirada and into Fullerton. So over the decades, it has become much more than a street. It's a corridor of history, commerce, music, culture, and community. So for many people, especially in Compton, Rosecrans represents memories, neighborhoods, businesses, and generations of stories. Is this some business or something you? Because you grew up. We all grew up in Compton, but just I was just thinking about a favorite place because I know we were talking about a restaurant just yesterday about something else that was on Rosecrans.
Yeah, you talking about ingredients?
Man, oh well, ingredients. Shout out to ingredients. Ingredients definitely is good, but back in the day, it wasn't in a restaurant
Uh,
that had those wet burritos, and it was a long time
oh
ago.
yeah, El Castillo's.
Man, for real. That we was talking about childhood. Yeah, definitely. So yes, anybody else have any memories you want to put in the comments area? That'd be tight. All right. So just knowing that when we reach, we get the Rosecrans T-shirts, as you see, that's what they're gonna look like inside the Made in Compton store. Just know that it's just not another piece of apparel, another T-shirt. It's a celebration of a street whose name has become part of Southern California's identity. And when you wear the Rosecrans shirt, you're not just wearing a street name, you're wearing a piece of history, a symbol of community, and a conversation starter that connects the past with the present. That's the story behind Rosecrans.
Look, you just reminded me. I remember I got my first Jerry curl on Rosecrans. It was right by El Castillo's. It was by a
Jerry,
beautician named John.
Jerry curl. I'm
Man, the Jerry curl drip.
wow. I need to see a picture.
Look,
Hey.
and that just brought back another memory. I remember me and Daryl was walking to school and it was
Mhm.
raining. And my dad pulled up and he was like, "Hey, y'all want to ride to school?" I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Nah, we gonna walk." And before I got to school, all the curl activator was in my eyes, and my eyes
Oh,
was burning.
Lord Jesus.
And
Wait.
look, Daryl still clown me because my dad, when he pulled off, he said, "All right, you're gonna get wet."
Man. Oh, poor thing. Man. How long did you wear the Jerry curl?
Probably like 2 years. Then I went back to the bald head.
Wow. That's serious. That is definitely serious. That sounds like a whole nother show. All right, so let's get back to Rosecrans because I have a little bit more information, okay? So
Hmm.
just know that we could talk about Rosecrans then versus now. So, like the fact that Rosecrans evolved from farmland and ranches into one of Southern California's busiest streets, connecting neighborhoods, businesses, schools, parks, and families. That's about the street Rosecrans. Um, when you think about communities connected by one street, because it said how many miles?
28.
You remember, absolutely. So just think, absolutely. Rosecrans Avenue travels through multiple cities, reminding listeners that one road, all of us, that it can connect many different communities, cultures, and stories. So, what's popular right now, popular in the culture, we have to mention music, films, documentaries, and conversations that talk about not just Compton, but Southern California. But just knowing Compton's on the map with the Rosecrans. You don't understand me? So explain how certain streets become landmarks because of the people, you know, the who live, work, and create history there. So if you know anybody, you want to shout out somebody, yeah, I think it'd be neat because there's some people we don't know, and then they had the what HQ. Everybody still be asking about that, like every month. Seem like, and what street was HQ on? That sold the
Compton
soups.
Boulevard.
It's on Compton Boulevard. See, I mean, it's just certain landmarks in Compton that it's talked about every day. So, and then
Man,
yeah, it's just like uh, if it wasn't just somebody that have been in business for many years, it's about how did they and contribute to the culture, whether it's hip hop or to the city itself. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot. And then of course, we want to spotlight businesses. Well, we definitely know that we have. Well, we need more, but we have business cards for the one and only ingredients. They have these fantastic breakfasts, and they have great deals over there and a beautiful menu. And the ambiance there is just really, 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 really nice. So just know, yeah, you want to spotlight a business. And that actually goes twofold. We do have the Legends are made in Compton, and that is some people it's auditions, okay, and also it's open mic, so you can actually come and utilize 5 minutes on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We take turns, 4 to 5 minutes on the mics so people can take turns. Absolutely, but it's free during that time. And it'd be nice, if you wanted to, spotlight a business, we go live during that time and everything. So going forward, just knowing that if you like, you can put maybe your first memory of Rosecrans. There were shoes places back in the day. Oh man, besides
Sean
restaurants.
McCain.
Yes, exactly. I was trying to think of the name. That's what I remember. Some hard shoes, and we went to a concert. I believe it was oh man, was it Cameo? It was and I was like, oh man. But that's what the shoes were in back in that day. But that was a long walk, and I knew then I was not gonna be wearing high heels, everywhere. I knew that from a little kid. I'm like, but that's what it was back in the day. It's like those um, platforms or something like that, that they had them
Hmm.
for children. So, like going forward, it may be somebody else's favorite business or restaurant you want to put in the comments area when you hear this podcast, or an inspiring story, or something funny that happened on Rosecrans. Like the Jerry curl juice getting in your eyes. Like Mom was sharing.
Man,
Oh my gosh. But definitely, how the street has changed over the years, if you wanted to shed some light about it and everything like that. I know, yeah, women, the Compton drive-in was on,
Rosecrans.
yeah, absolutely. That's how picture it. And we actually have the Compton, we have a T-shirt in the store too with a picture of the Compton drive-in. So yeah, it's actually on Rosecrans too. So maybe we can I'll do a video of the Rosecrans T-shirts and the Compton drive-in T-shirt. That'd be cool. All right, going forward, just remember that these stories become future Flashback Friday episodes, and it just be kind of neat just to share, some of these upcoming videos, and maybe the comments will inspire more commercials and so forth. But yeah, Bone, you want to share as I
Yeah.
get back here?
I like to say we got landmark t-shirts from Rosecrans. We got the drive-in. Then we got landmark t-shirts from Compton Boulevard. We got the court building and the Martin Luther King Memorial. And then
Mm-hmm.
we got landmarks from Alondra because we got the Big Donut on the Not Like Us t-shirt, and we got
Mm-hmm.
Miles Burger on the Not Like Us t-shirt.
How neat is that? Absolutely. So if we was doing trivia, I would have lost because I wasn't even thinking about it like that. That's pretty neat. Absolutely. It's just so many good finds in the made in Compton store. You know how you could put it together. What is that? Like permutations, and so forth. But yeah, if there's something that you want to share besides, the 28 miles long Rosecrans Avenue is, or just, the fact that you learned those things, because I just definitely learned, a plethora of information about the street, Rosecrans. And you might want to just share something else, like maybe I know the LA Hood Life tour travels on Rosecrans as well, because I mean, Compton is a small city, but it's a very impactful, creative, innovative, so many iconic city. Just knowing that it has a lot of good things, and some people just don't know about them. Like some people are still finding out about the Made in Compton store, and it's been around almost 14 years.
Man,
hmm So just knowing that, every famous street has a history, and every neighborhood has stories worth preserving. So document your memories, and remember that we have a Made in Compton media hub, so you can do just that. Podcasts. You can create your own video inside the green studio area. You can promote it on stage on the Compton Club stage, or you can document it, audio, do more than music. You can also do, uh, yeah, create an audio book, and definitely, create a podcast or create a documentary. So much to do, and with the Made in Compton Club, as well as have your book on display, or even have your poster of your book on display. Site the Made in Compton store. So just knowing that, yeah, and then they become flashbacks. People will remember when they saw your poster of your book, maybe your first book as well, inside or on the front window of the Made in Compton store. It's pretty neat. So yeah, Bo.
yeah, I like to say stop by the Made in Compton Media Hub tomorrow. Got Legends Are Made in Compton auditions being held from 11 to 4 p.m. Stop by and be heard. It's a platform waiting for you to stand on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so, with that in mind, before I close here, I want to share, because some people haven't seen the Compton Boulevard T-shirt, because that was the last one, and they may be living afar. And here it is, right there, Compton Boulevard. We actually have hoodies for Compton Boulevard, because it was rolled out around, I think, the winter months, so it was appropriate for that. And
The legend
going,
overlay is covering it.
okay, let me move that. Absolutely. Okay.
There you go.
Uh, all right. Yes, indeed. And knowing going forward here, there is, I'm going to stop sharing now. Um, Before we
Oh, I
conclude.
see that Alondra Boulevard in the window.
Yes, that's what exactly. That was the next thing going. Uh and so that picture was obviously before we had the Compton Boulevard t-shirts. Yeah, y'all. So Rosecrans is gonna go right up next to the Compton Boulevard Street. Yep. Now, so whether you wear the Rosecrans t-shirt because you grew up here, worked here, or simply appreciate the history, you're wearing more than a street name. You're wearing a story that has connected Southern California for generations. That's what Flashback Friday is all about, discovering the history behind the places, the events, the clothing, the culture that we know, or learning about, because it's not that we know so well, because I know I'm finding out a lot of different things I didn't know the background about the street, you know. So, but just wanted to share that information there about the new T-shirt. So it's not just a T-shirt, Rosecrans, and put that back up there. All right, boom.
Yeah. come by tomorrow. The Rosecrans shirts will be there, and you can pick you one up. You could be one of the first ones to grab it.
Absolutely. All right.
Those are the two colors that'll be available in.
And just in case if this is somebody's first time tuning in, note that we have the Not Like Us shorts in as well. So they'll coordinate. Okay, you can coordinate with that. And if there was anything else that you wanted to share, Bone, before we conclude this podcast.
Yeah, I like to thank anybody that's supporting independent media, positive conversations for all ages. And if you're building a brand, a music career, a business, or a podcast, or even a creative movement, keep going. Consistency beats excuses every time. And remember, move smart. Today's episode is powered by Community Voices Making a Difference through podcasts, businesses, and mentorship. Support all local creators, support positive environments, support places where young people can express themselves safely and creatively. Legends are made in Compton. Auditions is the perfect place. So show up between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. and grace the stage. For free. Show Compton and the world what it do.
Who plays the best music?
We do.
That's we are live 105.5 Mobile Radio 24/365.
One big party.
Let's go. Yeah.
On the go, when the go, 6-4. Sitting real low, not cut yet, though. Just hit the toe and fresh beer from the made in Compton Store. On the go, when the go, 6-4. Sitting real low, not cut yet, though. Just hit the toe and fresh beer from the made in Compton Store. On the go, when the go, 6-4.
Shout out Herb Tech.
DM him for your own custom video. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Flashback Friday. Tune in tomorrow to micpt.com podcast, and we'll be here at 9. So until next time, peace.
Up and get it dry. Compton in a box full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Drop Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it dry. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton. Compton non-stop. Compton in a box is here, have no fear. Pick whatever level you need in fresh gear. The basic box is $69.99. Get $132 worth of gear to shine. The custom box is $89.99. Get $180 in value with quality every time. Two are made in Compton sweatsuit, snapback cap and socks. And a bonus surprise, laying neat on top. The deluxe box is $129.99. You'll get $265 worth of Compton classics gear design. More value, more style, more Compton, more fly. Dress built for the city and hold your head high. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it dropped. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box, won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Now, push on over to MICPT.com. Alright, check out the site and choose whatever you might to get the best deals for the best price. Fast shipping to just about any and every way you like. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it dropped. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box, won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Compton in a box.